Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Cheers! Thank you for stopping for a moment and spending some time with me this morning. We're going to do a little bit of a special report, not like the other special report or the ones I have coming on different the hate epidemic stuff, but this one is really, really positive news. Like, I feel North America come together like I have never felt unfortunately, since 9/11. So guys, take a look at some of these pictures. This truck convoy in Canada is getting massive. Like, it has now hit the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest convoy. It's amazing. There's Canadians from bumper to bumper, like truckers, there's personal vehicles, there's families out there, there's campers. It is amazing to watch. This Freedom Convoy, it's not about the vax mandate, it's actually about any mandates. Because most of those Canadian truckers, they already have their vaccination. But they believe in the right for people to choose, them and Americans. Do you know how many trucks go across that Canadian border a day? Like, it's amazing how many vehicles, trucks, carrying cargo go across them in a day. Has anybody looked at their grocery stores? There absolutely have been some disturbances in my area and other areas that I've seen. There's plenty of footage of shelves being empty. But the media of what I've seen on TV, YouTube mostly, because legacy media, mainstream media is not covering this. They don't want the normal news-watching, headline-reading citizen to know that North America is coming together in like one of the biggest ways possible. And it is absolutely beautiful looking at these images. Now, right here, I'm going to show you where there's tons of Americans coming up as well, going to this convoy. So that's why I say North America coming together. They aren't just looking out for themselves, they're looking out for us as well. And I am right there with them. So there's a convoy of trucks, as you can see, they're going from across country on the Canadian border. The highways, lanes are blocked, there's back-to-back traffic, and it's actually really beautiful to watch. Now, their government is telling them, stop, this isn't going away, you just need to adapt and comply. But Canadians are saying, nah, not this time, bro. I'm fucking here for it. I'll eat pasta. I'll eat ramen. I don't give a shit. This has all got to stop. It's tyranny. The United States Constitution, our rights are inalienable, and they were not given to us by the government. They were given to us to protect us from the government. Now's the time that we start using them. So watch this and watch it blow up. They too are sick of the forced tyranny being handed down from people who are just fucking off all the rules and going ahead and doing what they want. Oh, Canada! I've always thought that we as Americans need to unite right now, but there's a percentage of Americans that really don't want to. So I say extend it all to North America because I've found some really awesome people in Canada that I won't leave behind. You guys have an amazing day. Keep watching this story. I'll keep reporting on it as I see.
Since I was mass-produced in a factory, people have been trying to put labels on me. Nutrition labels, expiration dates, telling me I was biologically chocolate on the inside. But deep down, I knew I wasn't who they said I was.
No.
I am a Skittle.
Part of moving forward is accepting responsibility for your past.
Wow.
The people at Mars Inc., they weren't bad people, they were just ignorant. They thought they knew what candy it was just because they knew my exact chemical composition. But we are not our biology.
We are holding ourselves accountable for the way in which accurate product descriptions cause hurt and pain to the trans candy community.
I just woke up one day and realized I am not defined by the chocolate center I was made with. I am, and always was, a delicious grape Skittle. And I'm proud of it.
So, Mars has committed to never again assigning an identity to the candy we produce. Instead, we'll let each candy decide for himself, or herself, or Skittle's self, who they really are. And whatever the candy says, we will falsify nutrition information to make it a reality. Reality can truly be whatever we want.
I'm just free. Free at last to be me, the real me.
We're even offering every peanut M&M a total nut removal free of charge, because they're free to be themselves, nuts or no nuts.
Having completed my transition to living as a grape Skittle, I've been so grateful for the acceptance I found here at Mars Incorporated. Thanks for accepting a Skittle like me.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, afternoon, I don't even know what it is. I'm not feeling good, but I'm going to give you some news today because I was binge watching a show, Bones. I love Bones. I'm on season 6, by the way. I've spot watched later on in the season and or in the show, but I gotta see what happens. So I gotta watch this one thing. So that's important for today, correct? We gotta know what to binge watch. But it's January 26th, 2022, and oh my God, Neil Young. Y'all remember Neil Young? You know. Oh man, take a look at my life. Okay, well, I'll stop. But Neil Young, he's a 168-year-old rocker from back in the day. So apparently he is threatening Spotify. It's either Neil Young or Joe Rogan. Because Neil Young will not take the misinformation about Covivi on the platform. It's irresponsible of Spotify to allow Joe Rogan to have his First Amendment right of personal accounts of actual people and things that have worked for them and research. Hours and hours and hours of research. Is it misinformation, though? I mean, really, is it misinformation? Or is it information that your brain isn't ready to process? I mean, you got to tell the difference, right? I got a really valid question, though. Do his hardcore fans of fan base really use Spotify? Because I know my mom loved Neil Young, and she would not understand Spotify or how to use it, nor would want to go near the computer like that. So who's losing money here? Is it Neil Young or is it Spotify? I think it's Neil Young's going to lose the money. So let's see what Spotify does. But I'm predicting that Spotify will say, peace out, Neil. It's been good while it lasted, but Joe Rogan has hella more fucking streams. I don't know. Go look it up. I'd say that Joe Rogan has more of a fan base nowadays that actually is on the internet and uses it for yeah. Hello again, here I am again with another update, because the last one, it got kind of long, so I couldn't add anything else in that one. This one might be the same way, so get ready for the 3-minute update on Justice Stephen Breyer to retire from the Supreme Court, leaving an appointment for this potato-in-chief. So we don't have enough to deal with that we're dealing with voluntarily, right? We don't have enough to deal with these mandates, with the forced testing, in order to keep employment. We're not dealing with anything in Ukraine where if we step too hard, Russia's going to cut off some core oil resources that we will need. We're not dealing with anything right now, so we got to deal with this thing. We have to deal with it, because at the end of the term in October, he's leaving. So this potato-in-chief gets to appoint somebody, and apparently he's committed to it being a diversity hire. Oh, yes, absolutely. Did we expect anything more? No, we did not expect anything more. We can't judge people on the content of their goddamn character. We have to get a diversity hire in there. So he is committed to putting a black woman on the court. And she's got to be smart, and she's going to have to get past those other justices, because do y'all remember what Coney Barrett went through? She was grilled. They were looking for cracks and crevices in any grass growing up through the cement in her life. So I don't expect anything less from them when it comes to Biden's appointment. But apparently he has been pressured by progressives to retire so that they can, get somebody in there while they still have control of the House and the Senate, so that they make sure it's another Democrat. But as we've seen, it doesn't matter how many freaking Democrats they stack in there. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and there's filibuster rule for that reason alone, so that the minority voice is heard. Anyway, he's been on the bench for 30 years. He's 83 years old. He's the oldest justice on the bench. most senior member of the liberal wing. I'm running my words together here today. So now on top of everything freaking else going on, we have to address this situation because he's leaving in October and somebody's got to take his place then. Happy Tuesday, good morning. It's before I have to catch the bus. Cheers. You better take a second sip. You're gonna need it. Alright, now that we got our 2 sips of coffee down, look, I woke up this morning to a message from a friend. The friend wants to let us know who she is, that's fine. If the friend doesn't want to let us know who she is, that's also fine. But the friend points things out to me that I may have missed or happened while I was sleeping. I'm an old lady. I go to bed early. This is the case a lot of times. So let me tell you my surprise when I wake up this morning to a message. She says, here's a little morning content for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, the potato in chief did not have the most fucked up hot mic moment of his entire career. Peter Doocy's been drilling this administration, grilling them with questions that they don't answer or they get pissed off on, right? Well, President Biden wasn't taking questions on a certain topic, so Doocy decided that he was going to go ahead and ask a question that he thought was on topic. And I think the president got caught on hot mic saying, "Oh, that stupid son of a bitch. Prez! Potato in chief! Former vice president!" But wait, there's more.
Doocy called out this question. Biden didn't like that one bit.
It's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
1 hour later, Doocy says Biden called him on his cell phone.
He said it's nothing personal, pal, and I told him that I appreciated him reaching out.
Doocy's father, Fox and Friends co-host Steve Doocy, is also speaking out today.
I got a feeling Joe Biden's not going to do that again.
Well, you raised him well.
On day 1 of his presidency, Biden gave staffers this warning.
If you're ever working with me and I hear you treat another colleague with disrespect, talk down to someone, I promise you I will fire you on the spot.
This mess all said on his inauguration day in response to how horrible Donald Trump treated people. How about you, but I could sure go for some mean fucking tweets right now, boy. Need to laugh with all this other crap going on. So let me get this straight. Donald Trump can have a goddamn spine and actually lead our country and keep us out of conflict. People had jobs and they were doing good. Because he spoke the truth from the hip, he was abusive. But what you're doing to the American people and now putting a deuce on Doocy isn't what you said, and you meant it. You know it. And that's not your basic take on the situation.